Welcome to www.theaustraliantest.com, your trusted resource for Australian Citizenship Test preparation with 12 years of experience. In this video, we will present 20 unique multiple-choice questions drawn directly from the official guide, Australian Citizenship, Our Common Bond. Each question comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please do not skip and watch continuously for the best learning experience. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started.
Question 1. For what responsibilities are the state and territory governments accountable? Option A, employment. Option B, air safety and airports. Option C, public transport. Option D, food and meat inspection. The correct answer is public transport. Explanation: state and territory governments are responsible for public transport. Question 2. Which statement about criminal offenses in Australia is true? Option A. Only federal crimes are considered serious. Option B. Violence is tolerated in certain circumstances. Option C. Violence towards another person is illegal and a serious crime. Option D. Criminal offenses are only punishable by fines. The correct answer is violence towards another person is illegal and a serious crime. Explanation: some of the most serious crimes include murder, assault, sexual assault, violence against people or property, armed robbery or theft, and dangerous driving. Violence towards another person is illegal in Australia and is a very serious crime. Question 3. What does the white dancer's headdress in the center of the Torres Strait Islander flag represent? Option A, a symbol of peace. Option B, a symbol for all Torres Strait Islanders. Option C, the Torres Straits Island Group. Option D, a symbol of leadership. The correct answer is a symbol for all Torres Strait Islanders. Explanation: the Torres Strait Islander flag's white dancer's headdress in the center is a symbol for all Torres Strait Islanders. Question 4. Which of the following is the Australian government responsible for? Option A, drains. Option B, trade. Option C, public transport. Option D, railways. The correct answer is trade. Explanation: the Australian government is responsible for trade. Question 5. Which Australian state has tropical rainforests, often dry inland, temperate coastal areas, and the Torres Strait Islands in the north? Option A, Victoria. Option B, Queensland. Option C, Tasmania. Option D, Western Australia. The correct answer is Queensland. Explanation: Queensland is the second largest state. It has the Torres Strait Islands in the north, tropical rainforests, temperate coastal areas, and an often dry inland. The world-famous Great Barrier Reef runs along its eastern coast. Question 6. Who has the power to interpret and apply the laws in Australia? Option A, the people. Option B, ministers. Option C, judges. Option D, jury. The correct answer is judges. Explanation: judges have the power to interpret and apply the law. Courts and judges are independent of Parliament and government. Question 7. How do Indigenous communities express their deep connection with the land? Option A, through advanced technology. Option B, through written literature. Option C, through urban development. Option D, through stories, art, and dance. The correct answer is through stories, art, and dance. Explanation: Indigenous people share common beliefs and traditions that still guide them today. They have a deep connection with the land that is expressed in their stories, art, and dance. Question 8. How many mainland territories does Australia have? Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Option C, 3. Option D, 4. The correct answer is 2. Explanation: there are 6 states and 2 mainland territories in Australia. Each state has its own constitution and its own parliament. Question 9. What type of government does Australia have? Option A, autocracy. Option B, democracy. Option C, dictatorship. Option D, monarchy. The correct answer is democracy. Explanation: Australia is a democracy. A democracy is a system of government in which citizens freely choose representatives to govern the country and make laws on their behalf. Question 10, which is the smallest Australian state. Option A, Tasmania. Option B, South Australia. Option C, New South Wales. Option D, Western Australia. The correct answer is Tasmania. Explanation: Tasmania is the smallest state, separated from the mainland by Bass Strait. Much of the island has unspoiled wilderness landscapes. Tasmania's capital city is Hobart. Question 11. What is the capital city of Victoria? Option A, Sydney. Option B, Adelaide. Option C, Melbourne. Option D, Brisbane. The correct answer is Melbourne. Explanation: Victoria is the smallest of the mainland states. Many fine buildings in Victoria were built from the wealth created by the gold rush of the 1850s. Victoria's capital city is Melbourne. Question 12. What does the Commonwealth Coat of Arms identify? Option A, the authority and property of the Commonwealth of Australia. Option B, the 6 states of Australia. Option C, the authority of the Australian Army. Option D, the 20 states of Australia. The correct answer is the authority and property of the Commonwealth of Australia. Explanation: the Commonwealth Coat of Arms is the official symbol of the Commonwealth of Australia. It represents our national unity and identifies the authority and property of the Commonwealth of Australia. Question 13. What is celebrated on 25th April? Option A, Anzac Day. Option B, Australia Day. Option C, Queen's Birthday. Option D, Christmas Day. The correct answer is Anzac Day. Explanation: Anzac Day is observed on 25 April each year. Anzac Day is named after the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, which landed at Gallipoli in Turkey during World War I on 25 April 1915. Question 14. Are all Australians, including government and organizational leaders, equal under the law? Option A, true. Option B, false. Option C, only in certain situations. Option D, only for certain groups. The correct answer is true. Explanation: all Australians are equal under the law, and no person or group is above the law. This is called the rule of law. People who hold positions of power in the Australian community must obey Australia's laws. Question 15. Do Australians believe in class distinctions in their society? Option A, true. Option B, false. Option C, only in certain regions. Option D, depends on social status. The correct answer is false. Explanation: Australians do not believe in class distinctions in our society. Instead, we believe in a fair society where everyone deserves a fair go. Question 16. What is the minimum age to contest an election in Australia? Option A, 16 years. Option B, 18 years. Option C, 21 years. Option D, 25 years. The correct answer is 18 years. Explanation: Australian citizens aged 18 years or over can seek election to Parliament at the federal, state, or territory level. It is both an honor and a serious responsibility to serve in an Australian Parliament. Question 17. What is a local government responsible for? Option A, police. Option B, foreign affairs. Option C, local environmental issues. Option D, trade. The correct answer is local environmental issues. Explanation: local governments and the Australian Capital Territory government are responsible for local environmental issues. Question 18. Where is the Southern Cross positioned on the Australian national flag? Option A, on the left. Option B, on the right. Option C, in the center. Option D, at the bottom. The correct answer is on the right. Explanation: the Southern Cross, on the right, is a group of stars we see in the southern sky. Question 19. Where are Aboriginal people historically from? Option A, Tasmania and Britain. Option B, Europe. Option C, mainland Australia and Tasmania. Option D, mainland Australia and Britain. The correct answer is mainland Australia and Tasmania. Explanation: historically, Aboriginal people are from mainland Australia and Tasmania. They have lived here for between 40,000 and 60,000 years. Question 20. On which eve does the Prime Minister announce the Australian of the Year in Canberra? Option A, Australia Day. Option B, Christmas Day. Option C, Boxing Day. Option D, Anzac Day. The correct answer is Australia Day. Explanation: on the eve of Australia Day, the Prime Minister announces the Australian of the Year awards in Canberra.
Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your Australian Citizenship Test. Remember to check out www.theaustraliantest.com for more free resources and practice tests. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful content. Good luck on your journey to Australian citizenship.